Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new Lego set that I just picked up, and I was really excited for this particular one. As you can see, this is from the Disney line, and this is celebrating the 100 years of Disney. This is set number 43217, the Up House, coming in with 598 pieces. I was really excited for this Lego set because this kind of goes to my love for Legos, is the nostalgia factor. I remember watching this movie with my son when he was younger, over and over and over again. He just loved the movie Up. So I've seen this movie so many times, and this is just such an iconic scene from that movie. Everybody is instantly recognizable when you see what it is. I love the fact that they did include three minifigures with this one here. So at the bottom of the box right here, you can see the three minifigures that come with it, which is Doug, Russell, and Carl Fredricksen. They look really, really awesome. I'll give you a closer look once I get them all built and everything, but I was really excited for this. This set actually released April 1st, and I went to the Lego store to pick it up, and it was immediately sold out. It was sold out on Lego.com as well, so I ended up having to order it on Amazon because I really, really wanted it. Luckily, it was the same price on Amazon as everywhere else, so it came in like 2 days, so that was fine. So this is the box. Again, you have in the front right here a look at the Lego house, or at the Up House, which looks really awesome. You got the balloons on the top. If you watched the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. On the side right here, you just have, you know, some figures of the blocks and stuff like that. And then in the back, it gives you a little bit of a closer look at the inside of the house, which is really awesome. I almost wish the house would be able to kind of open, you know, so it was like complete all the way around. But you really don't see too much of the back of the house in the movie anyways. So it's open in the back right here. And then you see some of the really cool details with the pictures and stuff like that. And then all the balloons. There is a squirrel in there, if you know what that's all about. You know, Doug, he gets pretty much misguided by the squirrels. And then you have a little bit more of a scenery right in here. And then on the side, it's just the same way as well. On the box, on the top of the box, you do get a picture of Carl Fredricksen, just for the actual size of what that would look like. So really, really awesome set. Let me go ahead and get it open. I'll get out all the box and we'll take a look at all what's inside. Alright, so opening up the box and emptying out the content, you'll find that you have 4 numbered bags. I was expecting a couple more bags, but I guess 4 is fine. You do have your instruction manual here. I really wish that they would have gone into a little bit of information about either the movie or the house or something like that, but they don't. They go right into the building, which is fine. And then you do have a small little sticker sheet here. I was expecting more stickers, but I guess there isn't that many to worry about, which is fine because obviously the more stickers that you have to put onto a set, the more chances there are that you can put them in correctly or something like that. So, you know, these are really cool scenes that you see throughout the movie here depicted in the sticker sheet here. So I am really excited to get this building, so I'll go ahead and start getting it built. And then once I finish with that, I'll go ahead and show you guys a closer look. Alright guys, so I went ahead and finished building the house. It didn't take me as long as I was expecting for it to take me, especially because of all the details. So that's really good, you know, especially if you're not used to building Lego sets. Again, this is a 9+ set, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures, starting with Doug here. I like the fact that he was bigger than I expected him to be, just because of some of the other animals that you normally get with Lego sets. They tend to be a little bit smaller, and he's feels very solid, which is really nice. Great attention to detail. You got his little collar on there. The face looks really awesome, and then that big bulbous nose that he was known for. So really, really awesome little figure there. Then we'll take a look at Russell. So I like the fact that they went with the shorter legs to denote that he's a little kid. So he looks really, really cute. All his merit badges right there and printed onto his shirt is really nice. And then one other thing that was pretty interesting is his little hat here, his baseball cap, and the hair is actually one piece. So I'll go ahead and remove it so you guys can see there. It's one piece, and even has the little section in the back right here in the black to denote that it's you have the strap there. He does have 2 faces, so he has the little one here with the big grin, and then the other one with this kind of more inquisitive look. So I opted to go with the grin because I feel that he's pretty happy. And then you have this really awesome backpack. If you guys remember from the movie, he had this huge backpack that was filled with a bunch of stuff on it. So they did a really awesome job of doing that. He's got some binoculars, a frying pan, a little fork right there. So really, really cool. I like how they did that also. And then last but not least, you do get your Carl Fredricksen, Mr. Fredricksen. I like that they even included his little cane because, again, he uses it throughout the whole movie. But really, really awesome figure here, minifigure. You have the torso printing right there, which is nice, even to the little grape soda pin that he normally has in the movie. His hair piece is really awesome. It looks exactly like he does in the movie. And then in the back of his jacket right there, you have a little button. And then you do have a second face for him. So again, he does have glasses. So this one has like a little smirk to it. And then this one is more of a frowny face. So again, because Russell was smiling, I went ahead and gave him the little smirk face so that he can go ahead and be happy with him as well. There is a little side build here. This is just a couple of balloons that are being inflated. You have this little tank right here that's getting inflating the red one right there, and then you have a mailbox, which is really cool, and you have a little squirrel right there that throws Doug off and on. I wish this was there was a way of attaching this onto the house itself, just because it just kind of feels like an afterthought for me. The little build right there, I don't think it was necessary, just because you don't see him doing that in the movie, like filling up the balloons on the outside of the house or anything like that. So again, I think that it was a little bit more of an afterthought. So let's go ahead and take a look at the house itself now. All right, so taking a look at the actual house now, one thing I did want to point out is it's a little bit smaller than I expected it to be. So as you guys can see right here next to my hand, it is very small. I think it'll display really nice. It won't take up a lot of room, but I almost wish that it was just a little bit bigger, so it feels like a bigger house. Also, I almost wish they would have used more balloons. And I know that sounds kind of silly to say, but the house in the movie had so many balloons, enough to be able to lift up the house. The amount of balloons that they offered with this one, I don't feel like realistically this amount of balloons will lift up this particular house. Besides that, the house looks really awesome. I love the colors that they went with. Obviously, they tried to match it to the movie. You have your roof right there and your windows and stuff like that. Even to the little fire hose or garden hose reel thing on the outside here. Really cool design on the windows here. And then here's some of the sticker elements I mentioned, one of them being on the door right here. Again, you need to be very careful when you're putting those on because you want to make sure that it does make some sense. That door does open out, as you guys can see right there. So if you wanted to use it to play around, maybe somebody walking through the door or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. You do have your little weather vane right up here, which is nice with the little chicken on the top there. And then as you spin the house around, you can see the back of the house right here. A lot of really awesome details. So starting with the bedroom right here, I like the way that they did the quilt looking, the different tiles to make it look like a quilt. And then you have a picture right here. Then you have a little plant as you come into the house with another picture. And then the other side of the door right there, and then with a cuckoo clock and the wall right there. Really, really nice. You have a TV set right up here. And then on the inside there, there's like a little trunk, and inside is a book, which is the book from the movie, The Great Adventures and stuff like that. So that's really cool that they did include that. I'm kind of trying to get these on frame here. You have a picture frame there. Of the house where they wanted to go to Paradise Falls, and then some more pictures right at the top right there, picture frames, and then you do have the little jar over by the window right there where they're collecting the funds to go onto their adventure, and then you have the sofa that Mr. Fredricksen sits on and he steers the house with and stuff like that. So that is really cool. Now the way that they did this roof is pretty interesting also. You actually build the roof and then you kind of snap it in. I almost thought that it would open so you can get into it, but it doesn't. That's just the way that it sits. So again, I almost wish that they would have made the house just a little bit bigger. Maybe, as I mentioned, maybe closing off the back, to make the actual house all the way around, and added a couple more balloons. Again, the ones that they add in the side build, maybe throwing them in there a little bit more, just so it makes it look a little bit bigger. Now, part of the reason that I was really excited about the set, as I mentioned earlier, was because my son grew up watching this movie, and I've watched this so many times. But also, there is a aftermarket Lego, not Lego brand house on Amazon, and I almost bought that one. And I kind of waited a little bit because I had an idea that Lego was coming out with their own, so I'm glad I waited and I picked up the Lego one. But that one actually had, instead of having this side build here, it had that bird that they come across when they go to Paradise Falls. If you guys know which one I'm talking about, I can't remember the name of the bird right now, and it's funny because I mentioned that I've seen the movie so many times, but it's been quite some time since I've seen the movie. But it had that bird, which is really, really colorful. I would have almost liked that instead of this side build that they would have included, that Lego would have included that as an alternate build or side build or something like that to the house here. But I think all in all, if you're a fan of the movie Up, if you grew up watching it or your kids grew up watching it or something like that, and you like Legos, then you definitely need to pick this one up. It will display really nice, and the good thing is that even though it's smaller in size than what I expected, and the lack of many balloons to make it look a little bit more full, at first glance you can exactly see, or you can exactly tell what it is. Anybody that knows the movie will know what this is, and then they'll get a kick out of the different minifigures because they did a really awesome job with these. So there it is. I just wanted to give you guys a look at the new Up House Lego set from Lego. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.